Christian Pulisic there, and we are coming to you live from Los Angeles Stadium. And on this very turf tomorrow, in a few hours' time, you will see Christian Pulisic as the United States take on Paraguay in their opening game of the World Cup. Cannot wait for that. That's where we are today. But let's pick out some of these star players. Zlatan, I'm going to start with you. Give me a name that you're looking forward to this summer.
I'll give you Lamine Yamal. That's a special player. That is a player, you pay those expensive tickets, you come to the stadium and you enjoy. So from TV, they look special, they look good, but from close up, they look even more special. So I hope he's going to have a good tournament. He already won the European Championship, 18 years old, amazing player, and there is something special every time he touches the ball. Everything under control, challenges the opponents, either assist, either goal. So all my hopes is on him.
Hopefully we see him as soon as possible. He is struggling a little bit with injury, but fingers crossed he'll be fit ASAP. Who are you going for, Thierry?
Michael Olise.
Okay.
Simple. We can talk about it, what he did for Bayern Munich, winning the double, player of the season, assist, goals. That will be the first time we'll see him on the world stage. But for me, what he does separates him from the other players that you can name here is what he does also off the ball. It's a dream for a coach. I had the opportunity to coach him. He doesn't play the game, he fixes the game. And what he does off the ball, pressure, recovering, you can play him in a lot of position, and you don't have to adapt and change your team for him in order to hide when they have to press or do the difficult job. He will do it always. That separates him from the others for me.
And by the end of this World Cup, Thierry, does he have the potential to be the best in the world?
Yes, of course he does, yes. Yes, and it depends on how, and where France is going to finish, that's for sure.
Okay, Lex, who are you going for?
The big Viking. I mean, listen, Erling Haaland, Man City and Norway, 6'5", 55 goals in 50 appearances, just absolutely eats up ground, ruthless as a finisher in the box, in the air, with his feet. Keep in mind, first World Cup. Now, a lot of times when we're talking about Haaland, it's in the context of the incredible player he is for club, right? But he is obviously an incredible player for Norway, but is the supporting cast good? So judging him is going to be at times difficult, but I'm telling you right now, if this man has a big World Cup, boom, right to the top, even over this guy. I love you, Z, but I will take Haaland over you if he has a big World Cup in terms of legendary status.
That's a big statement.
I'm not sure about that. Yeah, he needs to do much more to reach the freak of nature.
Really?
Yeah.
What does he have to do? What if he stars in this World Cup, given everything that he's already done?
No, but he does goals. He's a killer in the box. But I saw myself more all round. I like to play with the ball.
You think he's one-dimensional?
Yes. He's a killer in the box, but that's enough. He's intelligent. He does what he needs to do. He doesn't do more than he's able to do. He doesn't waste energy on that. I saw an interview with him. He said, my dream is to touch 2 balls, score 2 goals. I would say different. My dream is to touch 2 balls, score 3 goals.
Solid math.
Could have managed somehow to have done that. And Norway, of course, they could go out in the round of 32, but Erling Haaland could win the Golden Boot, couldn't he, in the group stage? That's such an Erling Haaland thing to do. Mexico City Stadium is where both Pelé and Diego Maradona captured World Cup titles, and today it is the site for the opening match of this 2026 tournament. We're edging closer. Mexico taking on South Africa. So for players to watch, sponsored by Adidas, we send it back to Jules, Javier and Peter over there in Mexico City, guys.
Thanks, Rebecca. Yeah, Javier Raul Jimenez is at his 4th World Cup, but it's actually the first time he's actually starting a World Cup match for Mexico today. You know him well. How will he be feeling?
And hopefully he can score his first goal today, too. I was there, too. My first World Cup as well as a starter was in Russia, the 3rd one, my last one. So I can understand, but a person like Raul, he needs to be in contact with the ball constant. He's an all-around striker. He's not just a finisher. He likes to go outside. He likes to play. He likes to get involved with the build-up. So I think Raul is such an important and targeted player for the national team. And I think he's been waiting for this opportunity. I think now the transfer that he did to Wolves is going to help him so much, because coming to this stage and knowing where you're going to play later, he can make you more focused on this tournament, right? So I think he's he's a player to watch. Hopefully today he can start his scoring, hopefully, you know, momentum, so he can keep scoring a lot of goals and helping the national team.
Peter, who have you got your eye on?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, South African team is not a team that we know so much about. We haven't seen them play that much, but it's all about their midfield, and there's no one better than Sipubu Mokoena. I mean, he's playing every minute of every game that he starts. And he's even playing when he's suspended. So he played a qualification games against Lesotho where he's suspended all 90 minutes. They ended up losing it on paper 3-0. But this guy he's controlling that midfield. He's box to box, and with Sito and Jaden Adams on that midfield, that is their chance. And can I just say one thing? Williams in goal, you touched on that when you gave. If he has got a good day today, it's going to be difficult for them.
There's no pressure on South Africa really coming into this game. As we've said, they've got nothing to lose. Mexico are heavy favourites, but how dangerous can that be, playing a team like South Africa that might play with a bit of freedom?
Definitely can be very dangerous, but I don't think it's going to be like that today. I think my Mexican fellows have been waiting for this moment, 8 years, when they know they're going to be able to play a World Cup in their own home in the Estadio Azteca. So I think it's going to be...
Will they be feeling the pressure?
I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot of noise outside in my country, and they like to do all of that. But I mean, look, the debate about the goalkeepers, it's gone, no? Tala, Raul, Rangel, it's there. And then as well, we'll see how Javier Aguirre is going to do that.
I just want to, because since we landed in Mexico, we've heard about Gilberto Mora. He's not starting today.
Yes.
17 years old. We saw him in that little clip. Just tell us something about this fellow. Why is he so special?
I think it's a very good decision because of his age. He can come in to play a very good part for this game. And I think it's the better way to manage him. And then hopefully, if he can do a good assist, a good goal, he's capable of anything at such a young age.
Listen to the noise in this stadium as we're getting closer to kick-off. You can just feel the tension rising in here. Everyone excited for this to get underway. And Estadio Azteca is the first stadium to be used as a venue at 3 separate World Cups. And what an arena it is. Fans from Mexico and South Africa are hoping their country can get off.
Star-studded cast. Thierry Henry, who won the World Cup with France in 1998. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Sweden's all-time top goal scorer. And Alexi Lalas, who starred for the US on home soil back in 1994. And we'll get to that in a second. But Thierry, I want to take you back to 1998 because as we stand here now, we're around an hour until those Mexico players, those South Africa players take to that field in Mexico City. Just an hour to go. What were you feeling at this point before that opening game in France, 98?
Nerves, nerves, and nerves. You need to feel the emotion and not become it. And it happened to me in 98. Let me paint the picture. It's, one of my first games. It is definitely the first game of France at the World Cup in 98 in Marseille. National anthem, family, you start to think about it a bit too much, and I became nervous. And in the first 20 minutes, I was nowhere to be seen. I didn't, touch the ball. I don't think we did so well at the very beginning until Christophe Dugarry, that we see here on the screen, scored. But I was nervous as hell. That didn't stop me after scoring, obviously, the goal, and we won. But I'm just trying to be honest here. It's not an easy one, especially on upsoil. Or sorry, it can galvanize you, or it can bring you the other way, which can freeze you. So hopefully for Mexico, it won't happen to them. Don't become the emotion.
Nerves, Zlatan, I feel like maybe that doesn't affect you.
Nah, I was strong. I was confident guy, and I'm still confident. And when I was playing, I was so prepared and focused on what I was able to do, and not all the noise around. It didn't disturb me. That's how my confidence worked. And obviously, then you go on the pitch and you have to show it. But if you're surrounded by positive energy and great players, that is what brings confidence to yourself. So, nerves is not maybe Alexis.
Not your cup of tea. What about you? So 1994 home soil, and that's what Thierry was just telling us about there. It is a different kind of pressure, Alexi. And how does it manifest itself, that home soil factor?
Well, you don't want to screw it up. And, for example, in 1994, it was you don't want to mess up soccer and the future of soccer. And so you can certainly look at that as a pressure. But, you also have to recognize that when these players walk out there on the field, there's a realization of a dream. And they'll tell you got to breathe and you got to visualize. But no matter what, it's going to be a big event. And the sooner you realize it's the game you've been playing all along, yes, with a whole lot more people, yes, with a whole lot more attention, the better off you are going to be. But the reality is that within that 3-4 weeks, whatever it ends up being for you, your life can change forever. You mentioned earlier in the show, I'm standing here with you beautiful people because of the summer of 1994 and what the power of a World Cup can do to an individual. I'm really excited to see, whether it's today or for the next month, how some of these individual players, their lives will be changed forever if they grab a hold of it individually and then as a team, harness that energy of a home World Cup, because there is something magical. And from an American perspective, we've already seen America wants to celebrate America. They want to celebrate winning, and they want to celebrate pride in our country. We've seen it with hockey. We've seen it with baseball. We're going to see it this summer with soccer.
Love it. Okay, chaps, thank you. Well, we have plenty of company today. Rob Stone is alongside former U.S. internationals Clint Dempsey and Stu Holden at the U.S. Soccer House in Venice Beach, and plenty of their closest friends. Jules Breach is joined by Mexico's record scorer Javier Hernandez and Denmark legend Peter Schmeichel down there. What an atmosphere in Mexico City. And Tom Rinaldi is pitchside for the opening match, as are Ian Darke, Landon Donovan and Alex Aljo.